Another little attribute we can go to.
Wow! Oh my God!
Hello, friends.
Oh no, 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 no!
Today we will experience together the emotions of unexpected and surprising moments when nature transforms.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Let's get started.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Oh my God. Like a toy in the raging waters, the car was swept into the sea during the flood in the Canary Islands. Right now, New Mexico is suffering from a historic dust storm. A giant wall of blowing dust invaded the street. A dust storm in New Mexico created a mist maze on the streets, causing many cars to collide because drivers couldn't see what was ahead. Do you think the design of this red light system is unreasonable like me? Please share your opinion in the comments section. After the historic forest fire in Ruidoso, New Mexico, a huge flood of mud and debris poured straight down from the mountain like a giant mud dragon. Nature always knows how to surprise us. Please subscribe to the channel now so you don't miss any moment. Gusty winds and heavy rain have turned Honolulu into nature's ring. The pouring rain turned the streets of Malaga into rushing rivers. Everything changed overnight, making my daily commute unrecognizable. Looking down from above, Rapidan Dam in Minnesota seems to be struggling against the invisible but fierce force of nature. Like an invisible monster, ferocious floodwaters swept through northern Arkansas, sweeping away everything in its path. Like toys in the raging waters, cars in central Mexico were swept away by floods. If you have ever witnessed such an angry natural phenomenon, please share your story with me. A destructive storm just visited Iowa with terrible wind gusts of 90 miles per hour, turning everything into a stage for a whirlwind performance. The wind whistled every now and then, as if nature was roaring, requiring everyone to be on high alert to protect themselves and their property. you heard any sound? Mother Nature's tears turned into stone and covered the road central Iowa. As Tropical Storm Beryl barreled through Houston, strong winds and heavy rains served as an uncompromising test of the city's sustainability. Like a river of black ink, the water flowing through Ecuador after the landslide carried soil and rocks, turning clear streams into muddy streams. After the fury of nature, the rescue forces of the Brazilian army have continuously strived to bring peace and safety to the people.
Devagarinho, presta atenção.
Wow. A brilliant flash of lightning just lit up the sky north of Houston, creating a spectacular natural light show. A spectacular weather phenomenon has turned Antigua's sky into a dance floor of lightning. Thanks to quick reactions, a man and his dog were lucky to escape a landslide when the historic battery area on the Isle of Wight collapsed. Giant boulders have turned a Gatlinburg supermarket parking lot into a testing ground for a giant puzzle game. Tourists in Ireland just captured the unbelievable moment giant boulders fell from a cliff. Always be alert. In the midst of a peaceful scene near Zion National Park, the ground suddenly shook. A resident of Virgin, Utah promptly recorded the breathtaking scene of large boulders falling from the cliff. Looking at this scene, I felt like I was watching an action movie. Under the heavy rain in Peru, the ground suddenly shook. The landslide in Fresno County, California, really took everyone's breath away. Huge rocks and rocks poured down, turning the familiar road into a sudden wall of dirt. Oh my God! The Canaries Cliffs in La Gomera suddenly collapsed, creating a horrifying scene as the sea surface rose violently. The hills and mountains are really beautiful, but maybe building a house here is not a good idea. Houses in northern Norway suddenly turned into reluctant ships when floodwaters swept away everything after a terrible landslide. The controlled, resounding explosion shattered the quiet atmosphere of the California mountains, successfully clearing away the giant rock. After days of raining in the middle of the road, the giant rock in Yosemite National Park finally left, thanks to a powerful, controlled explosion. A water tower in Independence, Missouri, created an unintended demolition scene when it collapsed into a home's front yard. Luckily, no one was nearby.
Watch out! Oh no, 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 no! Oh no! Watch out!
With a thunderous explosion, a road bridge in Germany turned into a firework of steel and concrete in a controlled explosion.
It's going.
After the fierce flood in New York, nature continues to show its uncompromising power. A giant sinkhole in the Bronx disappeared the truck in the blink of an eye. The Tropicana Casino in Las Vegas ended its glorious run with a spectacular fireworks display before a controlled explosion reduced it to rubble. Like inverted tornadoes, water suddenly erupted from underground through manhole covers in downtown Miami. A confusing gathering in Lützerath. What do you think about this incident? Storm Mindel turned manholes on the streets into water cannons as water sprayed strongly onto the road surface. If you are also fascinated by this magical natural scene, please leave your question in the comments section. We will reveal all the interesting things about this mysterious place right away. Looking at it, I thought it was a scene from a sci-fi movie. The giant shelf-shaped cloud is moving towards Spokane, creating a picture of the sky that is both beautiful and mysterious. The sky of Twin Cities, Minnesota, suddenly turned into a beautiful painting when a gentle rainbow met a powerful lightning bolt. Bright white light penetrates a dazzling spectrum of colors, creating a rare scene. It's amazing. A fierce fire broke out in the middle of an abandoned palm tree farm in Tolleson, Arizona, turning the whole area into a red sea of fire. Lightning in southwest Florida not only flashed for a split second, but also left a scary imprint when causing a large forest fire. A powerful storm in Omaha, Nebraska, toppled a large tree, dragging a car parked nearby into an unhappy domino chain reaction.
There goes.
My car!
Drone cameras captured the shocking moment when a 28-foot wave emerged amid Storm Milton. Surely this is the biggest wave you have ever seen, right? Look, definitely human driver. Big Ben satisfied. Received a lot of comments from people when deciding to compete with nature in this way.
Oh, goodness. Oh, wow.
A massive storm in Alabama turned an inflatable slide into a reluctant hot air balloon as strong winds blew it into the air.
Wow. Wow.
The sky of Greater Cleveland suddenly turned into the stage of nature's fury. Always monitor the weather forecast to keep your journey safe. The Ohio skies seemed to turn into a natural dance floor when not just one, but many tornadoes swirled on the dark clouds at the same time.
But that was a brief tornado, and we got a secondary one.
The Ohio sky seemed to transform into a circus artist when releasing a giant water cannon onto Lake Erie. Restaurant staff in Mexico had a challenging work session when strong winds blew through the area, causing chaos. The fierce storm turned Dallas into the stage of a terrifying light show as power lines exploded. Please stay away to ensure safety. Wow, if you have ever had such a heart-stopping encounters with nature, please share your story with us.
Look at this, baby. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Strong winds seemed to tear everything apart as a storm with a tornado warning swept through Sulphur, Louisiana.
Oh my God. Look at Kent's light. Look at this tree going. Where is it going? Oh my God.
Oh my.
Oh no. It seems that the tornado intends to repair the house. Chunchula responded to people's concerns.
Oh my.
The recent thunderstorm turned many areas in southeast Texas into islands blocked by floodwaters. Have you ever experienced such a situation where nature masters everything? The combination of high tides and storm, Pierrick turned the French region of Brittany into a stage for a spectacular natural display. The New Hampshire coast is experiencing large waves continuously hitting the shore, and rough sea warnings have been issued by local authorities.
This is crazy.
Strong winds in Santa Cruz whipped up white sea foam, creating dramatic scenery along the coast. The small boats anchored on the Irish coast were probably looking forward to a peaceful rest, but the storm that visited them turned everything upside down. A rugby practice session in Australia suddenly turned into a match with nature when a big storm suddenly hit. Luckily, the players were able to reach safety in time. Who would have thought that a luxurious cruise on the ultimate world cruise would suddenly become an underwater cruise when a fierce storm caused the ship to flood? Who would have thought that the play in Decatur, Texas, would have a special guest when a dust tornado suddenly appeared or directed the entire scene? It's hard to believe without seeing it live. Storm Agnes not only brought gusty winds, but also turned roofs in Ireland into paper airplanes. Men sometimes have ideas that make everyone's brain twist. But no matter what, don't forget that safety is the most important thing. Non-stop pouring rain has turned western Washington into a giant sea of water. Local people call this historic flood. Passengers on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship experienced an unforgettable experience when the ship suddenly flooded. In Wales, nature has just created a rare and magical phenomenon. Strong storm Debbie wind with fierce winds blew the waterfall upstream. When a strong wind blew into northeast Montana, the whole neighborhood suddenly turned into a never-ending river of tumbleweeds.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Wow, so interesting. This scene not only surprised viewers, but also opened up many interesting questions about the physical phenomenon behind it.
That was amazing. Oh my god, that was amazing.
The sunlight at the end of the day, mixed with the water vapor in the air, created a strip of brilliant colors across the sky. The San Francisco Bay Area fascinates everyone. Radar images show billowing clouds and a sudden increase in swirling air currents. These signs indicate the storm could develop quickly. It's unbelievable, but completely true. After a hailstorm and strong winds swept through, the North Texas sky suddenly changed dramatically. Surprise! Lightning reminded the man Texas on staying at home. Even though the CN Tower was designed to withstand such harsh natural phenomena, this moment still reminds us of the unpredictable power of Mother Nature. During the fierce thunderstorm that swept through Tarrant County, small sparks of fire shot out from the electrical wires, creating artificial lightning bolts in the air. People in Connecticut experienced an unprecedented hailstorm. Many cars had broken windshields, dented bodies, and people in the cars were forced to duck low to avoid the hailstones. Huge icebergs like sleeping giants suddenly woke up, burst and plunged into the lake with terrifying power. Wow, the scene of white snow covering everywhere looks so beautiful, as if it came out of a fairy tale. But don't let that beauty fool you. The white layer of snow covered every corner, but its heavy weight caused many large and small tree branches to be unable to stand and break. The whole world seemed to fall into a warm winter sleep when the snow covered it white, like a giant cotton blanket embracing everything in its arms. Nature once again surprises us with its unpredictable power and beauty. Have you ever seen a hail river like this? Strong winds swept across Sandy Hook, lifting the wedding tent into the air as if nature wanted to test the couple's love. After a fierce hailstorm swept through parts of central Texas, the sky suddenly magically created a beautiful scene with a brilliant rainbow crossing the air.